Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my Magic the Gathering podcast. I guess this will be episode 6. I already recorded at episode 6, but I had some technical difficulties. I'll tell you about that. I'm going to go ahead and get a match started. I was outside and a bug flew by me, and then I guess it was real hot out. And I got disconnected from the Wi-Fi. My recording started messing up, and I had to reload Magic. Luckily, loaded it back up with enough time to continue the match, and I think I ended up winning. The other guy's timeout fuse actually ran out, is how I ended up winning. So I'm going to cast this for that green land so I can play him next turn. I'll probably go ahead and cast that. Or I could cast that. I think I'm going to go ahead and do this. And I should, unless he can get a creature out next turn or get rid of it, then maybe I could get in a free one hit. But yeah, I was going to post a video anyway because I had 2 pretty good matches, but my screen recording on my iPhone messed up. And about halfway through the video, the audio was either ahead or behind. There was lag, one way or the other, between the audio and the video. And so I'm not going to be able to get in that free attack unless I kill it, which wouldn't be a bad idea. Or I could cast this. I think I'm going to do this. Don't really want to use the Go for the Throat preemptively. And also, since it's early in the game, I'll go ahead and get a counter on him. Could risk it and attack, and if he blocks, I would take his creature out or get 2 free hits. But I kind of want to keep this card for a second. But yeah, I don't really know how to fix that lag. If there's a program for it, I probably don't have it. I might end up posting the first part that actually... Oh, I'm going to go ahead and do this. Get as many +1/+1 counters as I can, right? Might end up posting the first half. It was kind of funny what happened when the bug flew by me. Just a whole bunch of stuff happened. Ended up spilling my coffee and then burning my feet, and then the phone crashed on me. It was just like within 10 seconds, everything just went wrong. It was terrible. I think I'm going to cook a box of beans I got. So I'm going to play this land. So I don't have enough land yet. Could save it to draw a card later. What does this card do? Ooh. Yeah, I think I want to get rid of that card now before it gets out of hand. And that'll be it. I'm not going to do any attacks. So I don't want to risk either of my creatures. So that'll be the end of the turn. I can't really do anything about that. If sometimes with this case, I could read that card before I resolve it. If it's a super long card, or maybe it transforms, then you might want to read a sentence or two, hit resolve, let them put it on the battlefield if you can't do anything about it, or maybe you already know you don't want to, and then go look at it again later. You do want to try to look at them as they come out, so that what just happened there, where my timer views started doesn't happen. It's kind of one strategy. I still don't have quite all the lands I want, so I'm not really getting the cards I quite want either. Should I do the life or let's do +1/+1. Just get some big creatures going here. Throw out the land. Sometimes the creatures are artifacts or enchantment creatures, but that's not the case here. I just like to check. This one won't attack. He's got a lot of creatures out there. The tokens are definitely helping him out. Good thing he doesn't have those extra untapped lands. Oh, that would have been really bad. And the lifelink, you should have saved one of those, guy. Guess maybe he's a scared. A little intimidated by all my big creatures. God dang. Yeah, oh, that's one thing I wanted to do. I think on my next video, or maybe at the end of this one, I'll do a deck adjustment. I think I might do that. So, this could be impatience talking. I'm not gonna attack. I was gonna attack, but then I could do more damage. I just really want to be able to draw a card, so if that creature dies, I could draw a card. Dang. You should save one of those, man. I would have. Maybe he doesn't have a lot of lands in his deck. Oh, plus, yeah, I don't have flying. Well, now I was about to force my hand. I'm about to have to attack next turn. Minimum, I'll take out some creatures. Cheese and rice. Well, I got 7 lands. That was just what I needed. I'm going all in. I need my lifelink too. He's going to... I don't know why I say press the issue, but if he's going to press the issue, I'm going to do the same thing. Oh, that actually worked out pretty nicely. Wow. So he's one of those guys that doesn't just go ahead and take out a creature when he can. Because, I mean, he's saving his creatures, but in a way, those creatures died in vain. Oop, that sucks. That's alright. He has no cards in his hand. I only got the one, but, got more lands. He's got more creatures. I still have my lifelink too. Okay, this will work out. I guess I'll leave that for blocking, but I want to get my lifelink. Two, 4, 6. I mean, he's got me for 8 damage with the flying, so each turn. But if I can get that back each turn, then it'll just balance out each time. So we're gonna see how you gonna act. Ooh. Ooh. Dang. He might got me. Yep. Well. Cheese and rice. Ooh. That was a close one. God dang. I'm definitely doing a deck adjustment. Alright. Okay. Two, 4, 6, 8. Oh, nice. Now I can block with this against that, still keep it, and get lifelink. Good thing that one doesn't have haste, or else I'd really be screwed. Alright. Okay, well, he's only got 3 untapped mana. So, I think I'm in the clear. Ooh, wait. Oh, okay. Should be good to go. Just to double check, dummy proof myself. Make sure I can't block, because it'll highlight it if you can. But I can't in this case. Whoo! What is this got? Oh, okay. I thought maybe he had Unearth or something. Wow, yo. At first I had a problem with this deck. You gotta be kidding me. Where I didn't have enough lands and now I got too many. And that is just completely, I want to say useless, but I tapped all my freaking lands just to draw cards. So, I'm going to go ahead and go all in. I was thinking about leaving him to block, but he's got to block one of them, right? At least. He's got to at least block that one, or else he loses. That's how you want to play this? What? That didn't make a whole lot of sense. That was funny, yo. Well, okay. I'll take the W, or the V. Victory. Say, V-Day? What is that? There was a V-Day in a Marvel podcast I was listening to, an audio drama. I think that was the day all the superheroes died. It's pretty good. Marvel's Wastelanders. Pretty good podcast if you're into that stuff. Got my rewards. Let's go ahead and adjust my deck real quick. Let's see what we got going on here. Usually I like to make, well, ow, I have way too many decks. We can just, I don't know what that symbol means. Just get rid of this. And this. I could probably get rid of all these decks at this point. A lot of them are so unsophisticated and some are just plain kind of dumb. I just took, like, for example, this one and then just added cards to it. It didn't turn out good. I didn't know what I was doing. That's when I first started playing. A lot of them are out of date now. They can't be used for what they were designed for. I mentioned in the other videos, that's why these ones, I guess it's got 36 cards that are out of rotation because it's alchemy. And at the time, they were in rotation. Now, with the 2-year time limit, now they're out of rotation because of the 2-year time limit. So, duplicate it. Edit it. Ideally, it's hard for me to keep track of which. Usually, it's the last deck I made is the one I like the most. Ideally, if it got better than the last, which is kind of hard to tell because sometimes it takes me a lot of games. I can't even put a number on it, but just a lot of games to figure out which one worked better. Because I might make changes and at first it seems better. Then I keep playing and it's actually not better. It's worse. So I'm going to go ahead and try taking out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lands. 5 of the 3 colored lands. Because those give me life, the 2 colored ones. And then the basics, I could search for them with my evolving winds. And they don't enter the battlefield tapped. I think I've kind of learned after I've played a while, sometimes it is good just to have... It really hit me when this guy had a card that could destroy my lands. Now I think the one I'm thinking of, it does give you the opportunity to search your deck. Oh yeah, so you can search your deck for a basic land or a card type with a basic land. I forget exactly. But this guy was destroying my 3 colored lands, and it said you can search your deck for a basic land, but I didn't have any basic lands, so I was losing all my lands. So it helped me, that and some other cards, helped me learn the value of having just regular basic lands in your deck. They don't have to do anything fancy, except give you mana and enter the battlefield untapped, ready to go that turn. I think I want to get rid of that because it's just too big. I do use it. I've been seeming to hardly get it. And then when I do get it, I just want to get Atraxa, Grand Unifier anyway. Or sometimes Farewell. Trying to figure out... Gonna get rid of some of these utility cards. Probably that one. Don't want to do too many at one time. I did notice I was getting an ass load of lands, so fix that. But then also with that, because there are games where I only draw 2 in my opening hand, then I can't seem to draw the lands I need. So just having less cards can mitigate that. So I fixed my land problem, I think, and then now I'm trying to get rid of some of these, what I call utility cards. I think Mystic Skull is kind of useless. I think I only need 1 Tablet of Completion. I'm going to keep the 2 cases in there. Those are actually really cool too if you can solve the case, which is really good with a 5-colored deck. It's helped me win numerous games because it gives you double strike and flying and all this other stuff at the beginning of like combat to 1 creature, and it's helped me win so many games. What's that one guy? Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of him because except for the lifelink, he doesn't really help me out. I don't have enough enchantments, and specifically enchantments with non-colored mana to make use of him. There is this one enchantment from Neon Dynasty, the Kami War. 6 mana, but it's got one of each color. And a colorless mana. I don't really like Get Lost because it gives the opponent map tokens, but it is a pretty useful card. I'm going to get rid of one of him, and then that makes it an even 90. Let's try that out. So I took away 11 cards, I think. Sometimes you just need less. Now, I have seen some 250 deck cards, which is the max, do some damage, but it just... I think 80 is my number. I think I could do 100, but what I've noticed, how I build decks, especially with 5 colors, 80 seems... narrowing it down to 80 cards seems to be the way to go. If it's over 80, I probably have some stuff I could weed out so I can make the deck a little more focused. Maybe with experience I can make bigger decks that work well, but it's kind of hard. I mean, I guess hypothetically, even with a 60 card deck, you could have a shuffle where the top, you could have your deck built so perfectly and just the top 20 cards in your deck are lands, and then all your other cards are at the bottom. If you draw 7 lands and then for the next 13 turns draw lands, it doesn't matter how good of a deck builder you are. That's just bad luck. Now, has that ever happened? I don't know, but not to me. Can it happen on Arena? I don't know. Bad question either. But hypothetically, that is a possibility of a way a deck could be shuffled with a random shuffle. So sometimes you do get bad shuffles, but at a certain point, you have to really step back and think, is it a bad shuffle and bad luck, or can I build a better deck? And also sometimes, too, you have to say, no, I do have a good deck, or at least the best I could build right now. I just had a bad shuffle and some bad luck. Especially with mine. Mine's a little slower. If someone has a really fast deck and I get a bad shuffle, I just don't have a fighting chance in hell. But I try to not be too critical about it because it's kind of just... it seems to happen. With this game, unless you get to be a top player, you're going to lose. Even top players, I imagine. I mean, I guess the guy that wins the championship doesn't lose. At least very rarely. But there's only been one guy to win more than one championship, I'm pretty sure. And, like, the official Magic championship. Anyway, I'm going to end this episode and sign off. Thanks for tuning in, and join me next time for episode 7. Adios.